It's Mark Pires. It's Saturday, and it's Real Talk. That's right. We're always looking for another way to ease our minds and help our living. It's Real Talk. Oh, Aaron, what's up? I'm so excited that you're on the show. I'm going to just wave to you real quick. This is Real Talk. This is the Saturday night vlogcast version of Real Talk. And we come on every single night, obviously. This is the 96th day in a row I've been live. And I was on earlier today, so I already filled the quota. But, you know, we now have made this a scheduled event that every single night at 10 o'clock I'm going to be live. And on the weekends, I'll probably do like a 10:30 to 11 o'clock, depending on when I can get on. Today we're out with friends, and then I came here afterwards, put the kids to sleep, and by the time I get on, this is where we are. But I wanted to share something with you. And Aaron, is it Aaron? You have to tell me if that's your actual name. I wanted to share something with you. Luke, my man, is on. So I had a life coach on yesterday on my podcast. It was the first interview on Mark Pires Real Talk, the official on the couch interview to discuss, you know, here's my favorite thing. And you guys know this show's unscripted. I don't ever come on here with a game plan. I just come on here to let it all out. And so basically, let me see. Oh, my man Luke is going to come on. Luke, give me 10 seconds. I'm going to finish this thought, and then I want to bring you on. I hope that thing stays. I don't know how that works. But so I had Meredith Coburn on, and to have her sitting down in the chair with me and to give me just her insights on positivity and the perspective. You know, here's the thing. I was telling you earlier, or at least on Facebook, I was saying earlier, we don't know everything. We're here to learn. I'm learning on a daily basis. I've been picking up stuff from Luke. I've been picking up stuff from Alex. You know, I just have people on all kinds of levels sharing details. And what I find most interesting, and I think I was explaining this in the podcast yesterday, is somebody will have a great piece of content. And what I get from that content is not something from that initial content and whatever that content actually is. I'm not getting anything specific from that content, but what it is doing is triggering another thought for me. It's triggering a memory. And then it winds up taking on a life of its own. And this happened yesterday when I did this podcast, where Meredith a few times mentioned things, and that's why I realized how important it is to do the interview. And we're going to get Luke on right now, because the interview is the most important thing. When you get somebody on, it winds up taking on a life of its own. And you have to figure out, okay, where is it going to go? And actually, my favorite thing is not figuring it out. And that's what we talked about in the podcast yesterday, is just letting it fly. So you just have to let your heart go and then see where you are at the end of that conversation. And what you'll find is you're going to uncover some things about yourself. You're going to learn things about yourself that you didn't know. And that is what it's all about. So let's see how it goes right now. We're going to try it with my buddy Luke. See if I can get this to work. Now I'm going to have to try to prop this up because it's going to cut us in half. Let me see if I can use these. Let's try this. Man! There he is. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, listen, I don't have much time, but I just saw you come on because I'm doing a bit of work at the moment. But I just wanted to let you know that I have this intuition and feeling and emotion from your energy and the way that you're speaking and how you're, you know, moving forward continuously and taking action and learning, as you're saying, that your momentum is building really, really fast. And I just wanted to give you some props for that, man, because you know, your confidence is moving, your momentum is growing, and you're stepping into your greatness of your belief in yourself with what you're talking about, man. And I can't stay on you now. I got to go, but I just wanted to come on and say that to you, bro. So keep doing what you're doing because it's amazing.
Well, thank you so much, buddy. You inspire me on a daily basis, and it means the world to me to hear the same thing back from you. And I can't wait to do this more often. So when you have time, let's get back on. And I'm going to be on for I just got on, brother. So if you,
I know.
Yeah, if you get through what you're doing and you have time, let's get back on. I want to build some energy with you tonight.
For sure, man. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon. All right, keep rocking it, bro. You're awesome.
Thanks, buddy. I love you. Take care. All right.
See you, bro. Take care.
You good. Take care. Oh, my man, Luke. Oh, I love Luke. So, guys, all right, who's on right now? All right, listen. Let's get this party going, all right? All right, I just have to tell you, Luke, I love. Because Luke, and this is what I was telling you, how important it is that you find people who want to connect with you and people who want to share a common energy. And what this show is about, if you're tuning in for the first time, is it's about building a positive energy, and it's about sharing it with the world, affecting a positive change, one person at a time. You're going to go out there, and if we do this together on this channel, and this is what Luke and I have done multiple times now, and we're going to continue to do this. This is day 96 in a row. I started this on December 31st, 2018, and I'm never stopping. I'm going to be here every day for the rest of my life. Oh, Charlene is on with me too. How are you? We just had Luke on, my boy, and I just was going over, this is day 96 in a row, and today I was just chatting about basically the podcast from yesterday. I had my first official interview, sit-down interview, and hey, Denise, and first official sit-down interview with Meredith Coburn. She's a life coach, and she's very intuitive as well. And, you know, we have these great conversations because I've always had a connection to, you know, I always say I've always had a connection to connections, okay? And I feel like in life, everything is about that one little connection we're trying to find. And this world that we're living in now is constantly trying to divide us. And what we're doing on Real Talk is we're coming together. And my thought process here, I don't know how long it takes, guys. It's time I cannot see through. But what I can tell you is I see a day and then the future where we are together and we're building this energy, and it becomes so powerful in a moment. In that one moment, we are just building it so powerfully. And then we just take that energy together and we walk out into this world and we just change it. We're going to change the world. And it's about time. You know, my new motto for this show, if you didn't see the quote from earlier today, is shut the TV off. Let's turn on Real Talk. I'll be here every single night at 10 o'clock. Now, tonight it's later. I think weekends it's going to be later. Nick, my man, Nick, oh man, Nick is like, I got to tell you guys, when you guys share my content, when you go and you comment on my content and you say nice things about what I'm doing and what I'm saying, it just fills me up with so much positivity and so much energy. And I just want to thank you for it, because this whole world is about that. This whole world is building each other up to be our best selves. And if you're out there in this world right now and you're not doing that for everyone else around you, you are actually hurting yourself. The only way you connect with who this is by giving everything you are to everyone else around you. You've got to be out there for them, and you've got to give them your soul. If you're not willing to do that, you're going to always feel like you're hiding. You're going to always feel like you're not you. I don't know if that makes sense, but there are times in my life where I wasn't fully being myself. I wasn't letting it all out. And it's a weight. It's a weight on your shoulders when you don't just let everything that you are out for the world. You've got to just take it all in stride and understand who you are, what you're here to do. We all have a mission. I figured out my mission 96 days ago. Officially, this is the 96th day in a row that Mark Pires Real Talk has been on the air. And every day for the last 96 days. And this is where, Nick, this is where I'm going to be, brother. I'm going to be here every single day for the rest of my days. And I often say that. I don't know how much time I've got left. I don't know. But I'm going to make sure I leave a message for you every single day. Diana and AJ, what's up, guys? If you guys have any questions you want me to get into, I've been really just broadcasting at you. We had Luke on a few minutes ago. Luke is my man, and I just was explaining to you how I've come across a few people in the last 2 weeks that have been overly generous with their advice. And two people specifically, Luke and Alex, I had the other day, who these guys have been doing this and they have a following. they have people who are taking a listen and are interested in their content. And they, you know, they reach out and said, look, you're a content creator. We like what you're doing. And let us give you a couple of tips here. Luke was like unbelievable. He goes, look, and he didn't say this, but he did. He was like, you got to figure out what works for you. I was for like 2 weeks, guys, I was posting so much. I was posting about 12 times a day. I was just blowing it out. And it's because I'm having so much fun putting it out there for you guys. And I don't ever want to stop doing it. My man Brad is on too. Guys, now it becomes a Saturday night party. That's why I was saying, well, it's late. I said, you know what? It doesn't matter. We got to go on. It's 96 days in a row. I was on earlier, just did a quick thing to share with you guys the importance of having a perspective that's optimistic. And I want to share that with you guys real quick, okay? My son, Oliver, is a pitcher. I was a pitcher. And it means so much to me to see this kid on the mound, because I could just tell you how much it meant to me to pitch. My passion for baseball was very similar to my passion for Real Talk. I really loved the game of baseball, and I was all over that field. I mean, being there now as the head coach is thrilling for me, because I'm there, I'm playing with the kids. I got my son there. I'm teaching him how to pitch the way I pitched, and he's just killing it. He's such a talented and positive kid. And I want to share something really amazing. So he had bases loaded on him today twice, okay? And this is opening day. He hasn't pitched at all since the fall. He hasn't thrown a ball since the fall. He missed practice on Wednesday because he wasn't feeling well. And so he's out there pitching, starting the game today. And he goes 5 innings. And in the second inning, he has bases loaded and 1 out. He strikes out the side. And I can just see his mindset. He's like, okay, I got to go to work. Adam! Oh, man, I love it. Guys, we have the crew on now. There's a way I've heard. I'm going to figure this out. We have to do some sort of group chat one day. But so my son, he gets up there. He's got bases loaded, second inning, and he gets out of the jam. And it's just so great. We're up now 3-0. And so we go into the 4th inning, and he's still on the mound. He's like 65 pitches in. This is a 10-year-old. 10-year-old lefty. I wasn't a lefty. I'm a righty. And so anyway, but I love this kid, the way he pitches. And so he's there, bases loaded again. This time there's 0 outs. And he's on the mound, and I look over at my other coach, Tom, and I said, Tom, I got to go talk to him. He goes, yeah, go out there. So I go run out. And this is what I talk about, optimistic perspective, okay? Every time I've gone out to the mound before with another pitcher who's got that jam going, where there's all of a sudden people on all corners, and they've got 0 outs. And I'll hear stuff like, Coach, maybe you should put somebody else in. And I know I'm not pitching well. I don't know what to do. I can't throw the ball over the plate. All negative stuff, right? I walk out there, and this is what I heard from my son. He looks at me and he goes, Daddy, I think I pitch better when the bases are loaded. In that one moment, I realized, yes, this kid's okay. He doesn't need me to say a word. He just gave me real talk. My son real talked me. How cool is that? So I look at him and I go, yeah, okay. Yeah, Oliver, just take a deep breath. I said, look at all these kids around you. They're ready to make a play for you. And, don't worry about the guys on the bases. Just throw some pitches. And you know what? The kid, he got out of the inning. I think a couple runs came in, but still, he got out of that inning. And when you're 10 years old, I don't know if you guys remember this, when you were 10, it's tough getting out of an inning when you got bases loaded. And you got a team that's starting to build that energy against you. It was unbelievable how I could feel the transference of energy multiple times on the baseball field today. And now that I'm so connected to that feeling, being here on Real Talk, it's overwhelming sometimes when I'm in normal conditions, like on a baseball field. And I felt my kids have this energy up here where they're scoring runs, and Oliver's pitching through innings. He got through 1 inning in 9 pitches. I was like, he had two little dribblers, and someone popped the ball up. He struck one guy up and out and had a little pop up. 9 pitches. And it was interesting to me to see this today. The energy was shifting. We're up, I think it was 9-2, 7-2. And all of a sudden, hey, always, how are you? Now, you guys, I can't go back and look at this right now because I'm too far away from the screen. You know what? I'm going to move you closer. Oh, you have ADHD? Hold on a second. We're going to chat. You need a gig box, my friend. You need a gig box, Joey. Oops, hold on. Let me see if I can get this to work. That should work right there. So, Joey, you need a gig box. Let me tell you why. The gig box, which I'm sitting on right now, it's the first drum in the world you can play with your hands and feet. And it's a sensory drum for people with anybody on the spectrum. I think ADHD would be considered spectrum, right? I mean, I don't know. You tell me. But this, the gig box, you should check this out, Joey. You can go to gigboxstar.com. That's the website. I invented and patented the gig box, and we released it in the fall of this year. And so I'll just show you what it does, okay? You're not able to see it because of the way the camera is right now, but basically the gig box is a box you sit on. It comes through your legs like a horse. I'm going to just do this. I'm going to show it to you. Oh, don't go anywhere, Joey. I'm going to give you a demo. Ready? Hold on. First of all, let me show you what the gig box is. This is the gig box, okay? Now, it's in reverse right now, but it's actually wider at the back, as you can probably see there. It's like almost like a trapezoid, right? And this is the dream catcher. Check this beauty out. What? Now, Joey, I hand build all of these one by one. So you don't just get real talk from me. You don't just get original music from me. You also get a carpenter. And I'm here to build gig boxes for you that I invented. And I often talk about how I invented this for me as the first drum for singer-songwriters, which I'll show you in a minute. I've got my guitar here, and we do that as part of Real Talk when it comes to our vlogcast, which is every Friday and Saturday. And so we're going to get into some songs tonight, and I'll show you how this was designed. In fact, why don't we do it right now? So basically, the way this works, you're going to get a full gig box demo, Joey, and I hope you go and you share this with your friend and anybody out there that knows anyone with a special need, whether it's autism, even if you have someone who's dealing with cancer recovery. You know, this is a drum that's going to help the world. And I really do believe, you know, that the reason I'm here on this planet is to help the world. Okay. And I think we all are. We all have a specific need that has to be filled. My need is this. I have to be on for Real Talk for the rest of my life. And I didn't understand that until 96 days ago. But Adam said something really profound the other day. He said, don't worry about the fact that it took you 40 years to uncover the fact that you should be doing this for the rest of your life. Don't worry about that. You figured out what you should be doing for the rest of your life. And I just said, holy cow, Adam, you nailed it. So what actually I'm realizing right now, we may have a problem. When I bring on somebody, then is the audio really tinny right now? Sometimes, I think it's not sometimes. Every single time I bring someone on, when I try to just talk normally or even play, it sounds very, very tinny. I'm going to do something real quick, okay? Guys, do not go anywhere. I'm going to hang this up and then restart it because the sound will be perfect, okay? Yeah, it sounds, to you, it seems like it sounds okay, but it's not HD. Let me do this. I'm just going to cut it down, and then I'm going to come right back on. So just look for the live. I'm coming right back on in 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. And I'm not going to do the intro, even though you missed it earlier. Hold on, okay? Don't go anywhere. Please come right back, all four of you.